Hello, math friends. Today we're going to talk a little bit about how to subtract mixed numbers. And remember the big theme in 7th grade, that mixed numbers might be positive or they might be negative. Hopefully you're feeling more positive than negative today because that would make me smile. So today, let's take a look at one of these types of problems, subtracting mixed numbers. I'm going to have a negative 8 1/3, and I'm going to subtract a negative 4 3/4, which I hope you're already yelling at the computer, stop, chop, chop, stop, chop, chop. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to add the opposite. So actually this problem becomes 8 1/3 plus 4 3/4. What? But I thought you said we were subtracting mixed numbers. Look at that. Really? You can just add them. Beautiful. So my first step when I'm subtracting is I'm going to change it to add. That's fun. Okay, my next step is I'm going to go ahead and take these numbers and I am going to make them into improper fractions. There are other ways, but today I'm feeling the love of improper fractions. So I go 8 times 3 is 24, plus 1 gives me 25, and remember this one's negative, thirds, plus 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3 is 19 over 4. Remember that one's positive. Okay, so now my next thing is when I'm adding or subtracting, I always need a CD, common denominator, right? So that's my next step. I'm going to go ahead and find a common denominator. Here I'm going to multiply top and bottom by 4, which is going to give me negative 100 over 12, plus multiply top and bottom by 3. I'm going to think about that for a second. I kind of think about, 19 is pretty close to 20. 20 times 3 is 60. But for each one of those, I got to take one off, which would leave me with 57 over 12. Okay, and the next step, now look at this, common denominator, just an addition problem. I could even rewrite this. This is the same as negative 100 plus 57 over 12. Right, same problem. I just have to add the numerators. Add numerators. And we keep the denominators the same, right? That's why we got them common. So I think negative 100 plus 57. Ooh, I owe someone $100. Yikes! And I have 57. So what's the situation? Well, I'm certainly still going to owe. So my answer is going to be negative. And then I have to think, well, I got to take 57 off of here. So I'm going to go 100 minus 57 up here, which is going to give me 10 minus 7 is 3, and 9 minus 5 is 4. So I end up with negative 43 over 12, which is fine, but this is improper. So we shall change it into a mixed number. Okay, so my last step is I'm going to go back to a mixed number. So how many groups of 12 are there in 34 or 43, in negative 43? There is 3. So I'm going to put negative 3. 12 times 3 is 36. I used up 36 here. So that means I have 7 left. So I end up with negative 3 and 7/12. Is the 7/12 in those terms? Yes, it is. There you have it. You know, it's action-packed. You got to do a lot of things when you add mixed numbers, but you can get there. It's all stuff you've done before. So we change it to an addition problem. We change them to improper fractions. We use a common denominator. We add our numerators. We keep our denominator the same once we have it. Once we have that common one, and then we change it back to a mixed number. And that, my friends, is how you subtract mixed numbers. Do, 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 do.